First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete to number 20.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On the move to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down by...
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Wilson. Incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. He gets away from one. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
They've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here to 32.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A gain of 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. There's Wilson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
1st and 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better in the league had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's here. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can be.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20.
In your face!
10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To
Calvin Ridley. 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cody Parkey sets to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. Good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it.
Julio Jones all alone. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 67 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that
and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Browns first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
Henry Ruggs.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll try and run it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
17-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Josh Lambo.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10.
Now Kyler Murray. Ready to get back under center. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Number 21.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Smith. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. Keith Smith, 39 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. They'll try and run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Falcons.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Unbelievable.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Murray now to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. Defender He's giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
To the 49-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And to give this time to the tailback. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll pull down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt. And
Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Falcons 29, Browns 13.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to look deep now for... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
Here's Wilson, buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray dancing to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, and try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's got Njoku, who's been tight end. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, I know he doesn't want to fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Looking deep for Julio. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Caleb Duggan who picks it. 2nd straight drive. Now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. At 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. Now a dump off here complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Murray going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Murray off play action. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Browns on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Complete.
That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
27. A 4-yard gain. Brings up second.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns get a score closer. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but now before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. And I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit. You momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And nearly another interception. They've been around all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
The score,
that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. I am going to throw a quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Now Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Makes the score Falcons 42.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.